Mike Craven, Dave Campbell's Texas Football here with TCU wide receiver Jack Bech. Welcome to Media Day. You've kind of done this before, right? At LSU. Kind of what's been the similarities, differences between your experience this time around?
Yeah, I would say the differences are we came last night. We slept here, got to explore Vegas first time being here, which has been pretty cool. LSU, we flew there to Atlanta, the College Football Hall of Fame. We kind of did it the morning of, and then we came back. And also, SC Media Day, all the teams weren't there at the same time for the most part. It was more only like one or two teams at a time. So it's been cool to mingle a little bit with the other guys. I have some guys I know from other teams here, so cool to just be able to see them, see how they've been, what's been up with them, and all those different things.
You know, a Louisiana native, went to LSU, and then now you're at TCU. Kind of what do you miss about Louisiana? What do you like about Texas?
Oh, I couldn't love the DFW anymore. I mean, it has been so awesome. There's always stuff to do. Going from Louisiana, from where I'm from, or to Baton Rouge, there's not always that much to do just in Dallas-Fort Worth. There's always stuff going on. There's awesome trainers around, all different things like that. There's different places to go and to get better at, to train at, all over the place. DFW I feel like is definitely a hub for athletes, so it's cool just being around, just all those different things.
Missing the gumbo?
Oh, man, the gumbo I do. My aunt, they actually lived, my uncle, he coached the Cowboys for a while, so they lived down in Grapevine, and my aunt, Louisiana native, she can cook pretty well, so whenever I need gumbo or a homemade meal from Louisiana, I just head over there.
From talking to football players, they always say the injuries are more mental than they are physical. Kind of what was that like going through that last year, and how you feeling now?
I would definitely have to agree with that. Going into being a great football player, great athlete of any sort, confidence is a huge thing. You have to have it. If you don't have it, then I feel like you won't be successful where that goes, from being on a football field, being the QB, a receiver, a lineman, to going all the way to being a golfer. If your confidence isn't there, then you won't be able to execute and play to the best of your ability. So I would definitely have to agree with that. But now being able to have a good spring and to be able to really show that I'm still here and still able to do this at a super high level, really gain back all my confidence, and I'm so excited for this season, what I'll be able to bring to the table.
You went up against it in the spring, watched it in the spring. Kind of how different is the defense this year than maybe it was last year?
Oh, night and day difference. Just all the different pressures that Coach Avalos brings, all the different looks he gives you. He disguises his different play calls super well. He does a really, really good job at that. We got a really good transfer class. We got some key guys we needed on defense that are going to play a huge role, and that had a really good spring as well. So, it's going to be a whole different look, and I'm super excited to see what they can do and how they're going to help our team win.
Second year at TCU, second year with Kendall Briles as the OC. How do you feel the offense is kind of more on sync or whatever this spring?
Yeah, no, 100%. I feel like I don't feel like I know we're going to have an electric offense. First year in a new offense is just sometimes a little shaky just because, there's so many nuances. There's so much going on, so many moving parts. And now this second year, I feel like we've all meshed. We've got most of the nuances down that we're obviously still working on because, we want to be perfectionists and to be able to reach you can never really reach that perfect state. So, you're always working to get better and better and better. But I think we've done a fantastic job. Coach Briles, he's really been helping us out with the whole offense and all of his assistants and all of our coaches. And, I think all the guys, we have so many impact players all over the ball, whether that's on the O-line, tight ends, quarterbacks, receivers, running backs. We have just so many guys that can make an impact. It's going to be a super fun year, and like I said, we're all itching to get to game one.
Josh comes in, plays the last half of the last season. Didn't play in the spring, but as a wide receiver, what impresses you about him and his just maturity level this young?
Yeah, no, he has made a huge leap, even from last year to this year, just especially off the field, just being that leader that we needed as a team, that vocal leader during workouts, not even in there, just being around the guys, whether that be eating lunch in the locker room. He's always keeping the guys sharp and on point, and then on the field. I mean, he's a gunslinger. He's one of the best I've been around. He has great pocket presence, very smart, protects the ball super well, and he lets his playmakers go make plays.
Dressed really nicely, right? We see a lot of guys here. Who's the sharpest dresser on the TCU football team?
I think you're looking at him right here. No, I'm messing. I don't know. We have a good style on the team, so there's a good bit of them.
And then lastly, kind of what is your expectations for this TCU football team this year?
I think our expectations for ourselves is just play at the standard that we know that we can play at. We have a high standard that we've set for ourselves, and I think if we go out there and we play to that standard week in, week out, the sky's the limit. I think we can go do whatever we put our minds to and whatever we want to do.
All right, sir. Appreciate you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.